Hey, what's up guys? This is Reaper Gaming 23 and today my video is on the interesting thing. I think I'm looking to settle the debate of that. In my opinion, I don't think it's actual players that raid your base, because to be honest, if I was a player that came into this base, first off, I'd be a little ticked just because I've got some good stuff in here. I've got some assault helmet, assault armor, and I'd be pissed as a raider because I couldn't get past these because the metal cutter's not in the game yet. But anyways, so you wouldn't be seeing what you're seeing now. So this is the only viable entrance into my base, and it doesn't go fully into my base. It goes to those 4 chests and this weapon stand, and that's, as you can see, that's it. Like, you can go to my garage and whatnot, but you can't go in back here. So that's why I put that weapon stand the way I did, unless you destroy the weapon stand. But even then, whoop-de-doo. But anyways, so yesterday, I got raided yesterday night, and I come in this morning, repaired all these chests, and I got back the stuff that was stolen from me, by the way. These guns were still here. All these were still here. All this was still here, except for I had a bunch of titanium or steel and aluminum plates there. I was surprised that these were here. This is what makes me think it was that you get raided by bots, not by players. This is what was all stolen. I recovered it all. And anyways, so if I was an actual player, and say I got past, okay, so I destroy these turrets, for example. Say I kind of stand off to the side here, out of the range, and destroy all 3 turrets. Or disable them, not destroy them. And then disable that one by that one would be a bit tough. It'd probably take a little bit, but destroy that one. In my opinion, I'd break open the first chest. The moment I saw these, I'd probably take, if I was a player, I would take 2 or 3 of these, just because they're hard to come by. And I would definitely take the set of armor and the backpack. I'd take the 4 turret blueprints, depending on my level. So if I'm a high enough level, I'm not going to worry about the 2 turret blueprints because I can craft them. The C4, I'd take 5-6 bricks of C4. And then these, I would take, if I were the low level player raiding this base, I would take at least 6 to 7 of these. I'd fill the rest of my inventory with those. But the only thing that was taken was exactly right here. This was the only thing taken, was right in this chest. And I got it back pretty easily. The bot's base was pretty mild, so I got it back pretty easily actually. But yeah, so that's what makes me think that these guys you don't get raided by players, and you raid bot bases, and the base you get is based on the percentage of a perk of a talent called, passive talent called Robber. I'm at max right now. All my skills are maxed out. I'm 200, so oh, excuse me. Raiders are 10% more likely to show you a base with lots of loot. So basically, every so often, I'd say probably 1 out of, maybe 2 out of 6 bases, you're going to get a couple with lots of loot. And you're not going to get it all because of the noise factor. But basically, yeah, it makes me think that that you don't get raided by players. Makes me think that you get raided by generated bots. So I've came across survivors, named survivors in the wilds and whatnot, and they don't fight like a player. They don't really, I wish Last Day on Earth devs would make it to where you can actually raid a player's base and they can raid your base. I think that would be cool. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, the only player interaction you get is past Sector 7. Is in Sector 7 in the walls. I think it's cool that they added the base, the outpost for clans. That's pretty cool. I I will show you. I run my own clan. I don't have any members at the moment, just because no one's joined my clan yet. But it's called Shadow Ninjas with a Z, and we are an open clan. If you guys are interested in joining, look it up. I will gladly take any members that you like. Any members. I'm like, regardless of how much you're on, I don't particularly care. And if you're wondering, but yes, we'll take any players. This I actually got, believe it or not, I actually picked this up from a base I recently raided. The base had like 3 of them just sitting there, fully crafted. That's what kind of made me think that, like, you do raid other players' bases, but after seeing what was stolen from my base, it really just points out the simple fact that it wasn't a player. So I'll kind of show you like one of the bases that I can raid. I'll kind of show you my ideal base. I'll do a rating on it too. Like I'll rate it from 1 to 10. 1 obviously being the worst, 10 being the best base I've ever rated. Let's get some coins built up here. And if you were wondering, yes, I'm modded, but I'm not like an asshole about it. Like I'm not constantly raiding, or I'm not constantly going in Sector 7 saying haha I'm modded kind of thing. No, I stick to myself. I hardly ever go in Sector 7, to be honest, just because people are kind of assholes in there, to be honest. Plus, to be on, okay, so this looks like it might be a good base. The base's name is Dinobot, so named versus being just player 5638 or something. So it's looking like it might be a good base to raid, so we'll find out. Okay, so I've got 4 bricks of C4 with me, and I've got my hatchet with me. I've got 20 medkits, so I should be good to go. Let's maybe try to find a bit of a better spot to come in. I've learned in my many hours of raiding to not come in through like the front, because that's where a lot of your like these kind of bases are honeycombed, is in the front, and I have to blow through 2 walls anyways, so that's unfortunate. But oh, more than 2 walls, great. So unless I find some really good loot within the next So unless I find some really good loot in the next room here, I'm gonna be it's gonna be unfortunate. I've gone through about half the freaking. Oh wow! So this is actually a pretty good looking base. Maybe I should have came in through the front. If I had realized it was like this, I would have came through the front. I would have gone through the front, but it's alright. Looks like I destroyed one of them with the C4, nothing in it. So I'm gonna check this other yellow chest, see if nothing good in there. Okay, so let's check one of these black chests. I'm gonna try to check one of each. Okay, so, or 2 of each maybe. Oh wow, that jackpot. Awesome. That's actually pretty good. So this base was actually pretty, I would say this is actually a pretty well generated base. And guys, leave down in the comments if if this isn't a bot base, this is like actually your base. Because if this is actually like your guys' base, I'm like extremely sorry that I'm raiding it, but hey, it's last day on Earth. It's kind of survival of the fittest, I suppose, but yeah, so guys, leave down in the comments what chest you think is going to have the best loot, and whoever guesses the best chest, like the chest color of chest that had the best loot. So I only have enough to open up one more chest, and I'm gonna use like the C4, set it on the wall and blow it up, open it, and then run. So name the chest that you think is gonna have the best loot. The color chest of, let's see, pink, the red up there, purple, not black obviously, green or blue, or the red right here. So name what you think, and I'll be back in a few. Alrighty, guys, so I'm back, and I had to get out of there. I really, really wish I had came through the front with that base, but it's unfortunate to have it like that, where I wasn't able to really open anything more up. It's kind of unfortunate, but there's plenty of other bases to raid, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. As you can see, I got plenty of stuff to give the raiders, and some good stuff, some armor and whatnot, some SWAT boots, and I would say that guy probably had been, if that was an actual player base, I would say that guy had been building up for at least a couple months, at least, if not longer. So let's go give the raiders some stuff to keep them happy, so we're not getting them mad at us. So let's give them a full set of this. Well, as much as that as I can give. Let's give them some med kits. Let's split this. Give them some chicken. And then split this and give them an axe. Okay, cool, they're happy. So that kept them happy, which is good. It's crucial. As anyone that raids a lot, you will know that it is crucial to keep raiders happy. If you keep raiders happy, then you're not having to wait an hour and 50 some odd minutes for them to come raid you. So we're gonna put all that into there, organize it a little bit. There we go. So, and then I'm gonna craft some C4 real quick. Craft some more C4. Now you'll see why. Now granted, don't get me wrong with this mod, yes, I got it off AC Market. I give full credit to AC Market. And with this mod, you can split stuff infinitely. I'll show you, like, if I wanted to create 2 more, I can split infinitely. Now, granted, mind you guys, like, for this, for, like, say, a turret, you still have to get to the level to unlock this. It's not all unlocked. You still have to level up to get to it. What I would suggest, if you guys, like, the first time, if you guys want to level up quickly and you're modded, the first time you find a Survivor's Diary, do what I did and split it like a bunch of times. Just split it a bunch and you'll hit level 200 pretty quickly. But if you want to actually grind it out, that's cool too. Oh, I meant to call in another raid. Whoops. So anyways, guys, yeah, so honestly, I think it's bots that raid you. I don't think it's actual players, because actual players would have taken a lot more than just aluminum and steel plates. They wouldn't have just taken that. So I think it's just programmed bots, to be honest, and I think the bases are also non-player bases. I think they're just bot bases, like programmed bases, depending on what the raiders decide to give you for a base. And I've found that, come on raiders, spawn, thank you. I've found that, like, for skipping, if it's like the more expensive skips, the better the base you're gonna get. And what it really comes down to being a good base is, what I've found to be good bases is, like, I've found some good player numbered bases that are decent, but your good bases are your named bases, like the previous one. The previous one was definitely, I would say, was probably definitely a 10, but unfortunately I decided to come in the wrong way and didn't get as much as I wanted. So Hopefully we won't make that same mistake with this base, so we're actually going to come in through right here. Hopefully that's not like a honeycombed area, which I'm going to be pissed. Okay, so looks like we got a chest initially. So, and it's actually like a trunk, so that's promising. So let's start cracking this bad boy open. Oh, hey, well, I'll use that. I don't have the military pattern yet. That'll go nicely on my military bike. So let's see what we got. This trunk, these two trunks here. Might as well just break them both open, right, guys? Ooh, here we go. Here's some good stuff. Let's take care of this next wave of zombies here. I blanch them in hot water, dunk them in an ice bath so they stop cooking, and then puree with serrano chilies, ginger, and garlic, and then I cook them. Both of them are cooking at the same time and developing flavors. So, anyways, back to what we were doing. So, looks like we've got some pretty good stuff there. Let's check this chest. Pass on that, to be honest. Looks like we got one more chest to open up in this section. I'd say some pretty good stuff, but for now I've got some decent items for now, so I think we're good for now. So I'm going to crack open this next section of the base, see what we're working with here. Nothing good there. My strategy is to stick to what I know. I marinate the chicken with lemon juice and then put it in with the onions so that the flavors can start incorporating. And I put the spice mixture and the tomatoes in with the onion mixture. Color is developing a lot of individual flavors and then combine them. So looks like we got two more just to open up. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. It's gonna completely screw me. Yep. So looks like this is the last chest I'm about to open. I think I'm good for like giving raiders stuff. Let's get this wall cracked open. I'm ready to run. I just want to see what's in there. Nothing good, like usual. So I would give this, let's get away from this big dude here. I didn't even search that bike. But I would give that base 8 out of 10. I mean, it had some pretty good loot. It wasn't nothing special though. I mean, I've seen better. But I would definitely give it like an 8 out of 10, guys. But I think that will wrap my video up for today. So I have to do some editing and whatnot. So I think that will wrap this video up for today. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe. And stay tuned for future content.